want to know. Will Alexis Colby manage to abscond with her husband Blake's oil empire? Will Steve Carrington get to keep his child, even though he is gay? And what about Mark Jennings? How will he get even with Alexis for breaking up his romance with Crystal? Here on the set of Dynasty, even the stars, Joan Collins and Jeff Scott, say the actors don't know what's going to happen for sure, but they're about to do a retake. So let's listen and see what we can find out.
Andy, bell, please.
All right.
Right here.
Okay.
Okay, very quiet. And rolling.
We're rolling. Quiet, please.
Marker.
33, K3.
Stay. Marker. And background. Action.
Mr. Dexter still isn't back? Well, I have been leaving messages since yesterday.
Save it.
Well, he's not home, so we're out of luck. Veteran producer Elaine Rich explains why what's going to happen on Dynasty is kept top secret from the actors.
We don't like to tell the actors because we feel that Dynasty should be like living your life. You don't know what's happening next.
During the past couple of years, Dynasty has been neck and neck with Dallas, competing for the viewers' affections. And American women seem to respond positively to the strength of the Dynasty women. Even Alexis, for example, even though she's cunning and heartless, she's someone audiences love to hate.
What is most attractive about it is that Alexis seems to be able to say anything she wants to anybody she wants and get away with it. And I think that the attraction there is that, certainly for women, there are times you'd really love to tell somebody off.
How does Joan Collins, who plays Alexis, feel about her creation?
Oh, well, I think that her most redeeming feature is her love for her children. I mean, I think that she actually would kill for her children. I think that she's very clever, very, very clever, and extremely smart. She's probably the smartest woman on the show.
That's the good witch. And on the other hand,
I wouldn't turn my back on her. I wouldn't trust her, but I think she'd be fun to have tea with.
surprisingly, Alexis is not modeled after a woman.
I don't know anybody who's like her character-wise in terms of women. I certainly know a lot of men in high places that have used a lot of Alexis's characteristics, which is where I've taken them from. I think that certain businesses, among them mine, and certain, well, I won't say what they are, but there are a lot of men who are like Alexis, a lot.
But a lot of women who have made it over the last 10 years are not like Alexis.
It has changed enormously. 10 years ago, I would probably have been an assistant to the producer, as I was when I started out, and certainly not producing probably the major soap opera on prime time today.
These actors are serious about Dynasty, and they are very involved with their characters.
Stephen has been, I guess bisexual is the most accurate way. At times gay, at times straight, a little confused, but more driven by a sort of need to be upright and scrupulous as opposed to how he envisions his father. That's more what drives him than sexuality.
Mark is a tennis player, and I enjoy tennis and athletics a great deal, so I am an actor, and Mark is a character in this show, so the thing that we share in common is that we both have a job at the moment.
Except for Blake Carrington, the men on Dynasty are more vulnerable than the women, but many women question how realistic this is.
Yes, I think there are more, certainly more men who are ruthless, manipulative, and blindly ambitious than there are women. I think that more women are becoming that way. Unfortunately, when they become that way, they are usually maligned.
Everybody on Dynasty is rich. Most people in the world are not. What is it the public identifies with?
It is everyone's fantasy. People like to see what happens behind the closed doors where the rich live. What kind of problems do they have? They don't have money problems, but do they have emotional problems?
People are rich on Dallas, too. How does Dynasty compare?
It's better.
That's a very interesting family that's being reflected to the American public, and they seem to like it.
Yeah, we seem to like people who aren't entirely nice guys in prime time. You got an interview tomorrow.
Yes.